So today's episode,
Yeah.
it's season 2, episode 5, and we're talking about the Olympic Games. Happened a few months ago, but we're talking about it now. It's never too late to talk about the Olympic Games. Hello, and welcome back to another MaasStaplePodcast. I'm Michael, and over on that side we've got...
Stevo, or as I'm also known online, Stevo Staples.
Yes, Stevo Staple. We've actually got the microphone set up in the middle there because we've got guests coming on
Very shortly.
Yeah, on our podcast, which we're just testing out the mic so far and testing out all the equipment, see if it's working. And yeah, we've also got a technical director as well now and an audio director. We can't say his name for legal reasons, but yeah, we're very grateful to have him here.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that we've got someone else on board who's passionate about learning all this.
Yeah, because we've got no equipment here anymore, just apart from chargers and a fucking auxiliary connector point.
Bit.
Yeah, we actually got this from Kmart actually for about $9. I can't fully remember, but yeah, they're actually quite good, quite handy. I use them quite often, and also got these as well. 4-point charges actually quite quickly from Kmart as well. Yeah, so there's a little bit of advertisement for Kmart.
Sponsorship.
Which they'll probably take us to court.
Also, yep.
Oh, yeah, MaasStaple.
Yeah, MaasStaple. Yeah.
Stubby holders.
Make sure you get yours today.
No, not yet, not yet. We'll try and look for someone that's willing to make bulk so people can buy our merchandise.
Yeah,
maybe
eventually.
One day, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've also found a computer program for our website as well. Well, not a website programmer. Yeah, so I think that's everything. So today's episode, it's season 2, episode 5, and we're talking about the Olympic Games. Happened a few months ago, but we're talking about it now. It's never too late to talk about the Olympic Games. So, Stephen, what's your first topic about the Olympic Games?
Okay, so at the Olympic Games, there was a whole debacle about Australian athletes at a hotel, I believe, like bad staying conditions.
Okay, yeah.
They had damaged beds, and there was also a hole in the wall, apparently.
Yeah.
But no action was taken after they apologised, said Team Australia. Because I believe that they're saying, they're just young people, we can forgive them and that, but something should have been done about it, really.
Yeah.
Like they should have paid the price in a way. Yeah, he said the damage was minor, but from the pictures it looked pretty fucked. So it was not minor at all, really. The rooms were not completely trashed in any way, he said. Well, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It is a book as old as time. A young person makes a mistake. They learn from the mistake and become a better person. Well, you can't just say that while you're working, sorry.
Yeah.
Rugby Australia, investigation. Unacceptable behaviour by rugby.
Because rugby and soccer were involved, weren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Made of incidents involving the men's sevens program after being informed by the Australian Olympic Committee. Expects the high standards of all employees modelling its values of the game. Respect, integrity, passion, and teamwork. Yeah, so that's it for that one. This seems very bad. Like, if you're going to have people stay there, don't fuck up the beds and shit.
Yeah. You've got a question to ask about that, or is it just my opinion on it?
Yeah, what's your opinion on the matter? Sorry.
I didn't really actually look at it, but I do remember them being a bit misbehaving, and really if there's damage to the walls and all that, maybe they shouldn't have made the beds and the walls out of cardboard in the first place.
Yeah,
because
give it a better material at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make them cheaply, unless you want damaged shit. Because like soccer boys, like they're gonna kick the ball against the wall, and then the rugby, they're gonna throw the ball along the room.
Yeah.
Like, to have a bit of
fun while they're not doing much.
Yeah, fun, and also Like they're already in a limited area as well, and also they need to practice, they need to warm up and all that kind of carry on. So nothing's going to be perfect, and the beds were made out of cardboard, so of course they're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, like
made out of cardboard.
That's expected. I mean, cardboard, mate. Cardboard. I mean, yeah. What's your next topic?
Yeah. So my one is about the umpire or official of the Olympics actually walked out onto the BMX track circuit. So there was a horrifying scenes at the BMX event at Olympic Games after the Tokyo official was hit by one of the riders. The Dutch BMX rider, Nick Kimman, accidentally collided with the official after they casually straked onto the track while the race was still going. And this was actually during a practice run. So the riders were used to the track and all that.
Yeah, how they were ridden.
Yes.
And all that.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, the guy literally cleaned him up, but none of them were actually hurt. Or the rider's leg was hurted, but he said there was no damage done to his leg or anything like that. Just hurt because he clipped.
It was just a small accident.
Yeah, because he clipped on the handlebars.
Oh.
Yeah, when he fell over.
So it was his fault. It wasn't the umpire's fault.
No, it was the official's fault.
It was the official's fault.
Yeah, because everyone was like saying, "Look out! Look out! Get off that! Like, watch out!" And, like,
and he said, "What? Stay on."
Yeah, everyone was yelling at the official, "Get off!"
And he wouldn't get off.
Well, he was just too slow, and then right, bang.
Is there a video of this or?
Yeah, there is a video. Yeah,
well, I guess you can't really share it, can you?
Oh, we'll put it in the link description below.
All right.
Yeah,
as long as you remember.
Yeah, of course I remember.
All right.
I watched through these episodes from online.
All right.
Yeah.
As long as you do that.
Is everything all right there? All good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that was everything.
With that one.
About that one. Yeah. Yeah. I do have an official. I do have the actual.
The actual video.
The website for it as well on here. So we'll put that in the description below. Stevo, your go.
Okay. Wearable tech at the Olympics. How athletes are using new tech to win. Should I do that one?
Yeah, keep on reading it.
Yeah, wearable tech it's really useful to keep track of athletes' movements. In the training grounds when they're shut down because of the pandemic, keep track of their fitness, their heart rate, their BPM, all that bullshit. After the country went into lockdown, sensors monitor movement, They monitor how they move, how their joints move and all that shit. Continuous data. If you have the data there, you can track, are they improving? Are they getting worse? How much sleep are they getting? Are they improving or are they just being lazy?
Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I guess not lazy, but are they improving?
Yeah, a lot of doing. Yeah, a lot of this tech's actually worn in AFL and all that kind of stuff on the back of their necks, right there.
Yeah, it's like three square things.
Yeah, it tracks their distance, how fast they're running at certain points to chase after the ball.
How they're throwing the ball.
Yeah, and they're getting. Yeah, that as well. Everything that's getting tracked on the back of these little things that they're wearing. This is just an AFL, but they're
like little black things, aren't they? Like little black sensor. Cube things.
No, they're actually put inside the actual jersey itself. Inside, yeah.
Right. So no one actually sees it.
Yeah, well, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it, but you can't see it.
If you look at that up close, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're watching it from the side grounds, you might not see it. You might do see it. Yeah. You can tell it's been sewn in there as well.
As well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in marathon runners they'll use that just to see how the person's going, like as you're saying, heart rate monitors and temperature of their bodies.
Yeah. Their body mass.
How fast they're running, because that shit they put on the TV all the time. Like how fast they're running and all that. And I think that's how they do it. They wouldn't be holding a speed gun.
Yeah.
Or a radar gun at the side of the track.
Get the police in. Boys in blue, can you please get the speed of these dudes?
Yeah, so all that stuff will be sewn into the uniforms and then be tracked like that.
Yeah, it says it must be accurate and reliable. That's basically what we talked.
It's made by it's Omega.
Omega.
Yeah, that's the Olympic official one.
I don't know. It doesn't say here. I'm just going to say, it says a simple device called VERTS can automatically extract the information using an accelerometer, whatever that is. One of my recent research projects used the same sensor to determine the stroke count and the body roll in the elite swimmers, as both of these factors contribute to the to shoulder injury when they're swimming and doing that bullshit.
Oh, okay, yeah. Swimming, as well, yeah.
You can basically tell if they're going to get injured or not. The quantity of the data can be unmanageable. Restrict the amount of risk. Okay.
Is that all good?
Anxiety.
I'll talk about mine now.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
Yeah, finish it. Okay, yeah. Don't want to be doing this type of shit.
Yeah. That's all I got for key points.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So my next one is actually about the boat triathlon.
You can cut that out in the edit.
Yeah, so this isn't the first time that the official has found themselves... Well, so this is a continuation of the BMX article. So this is the first time the officials found themselves in the square of the firing line during these Tokyo Games. So at the start of the men's triathlon event earlier this year, a boat parked itself at the starting line.
Yeah.
And blocked half the competitors from entering the water when the klaxon sounded. So that's like the gun type of thing that goes like that.
Before they...
Yes.
Well, that's the shooting gun that they do.
Yeah, well, really, they should have waited for the boat to actually leave. They didn't... The boat was... The broadcasters were having the
was it in the way when they were filming?
Yeah, that's what I said, didn't I? Yeah. And then, then in the last-ditch attempt to move out of the way, the boat reversed and narrowly avoided colliding with remaining athletes who already began the race. So this boat had actually... I remember watching it, actually, because all the competitors lined up on the side of the river, or whatever they were swimming in.
Do you remember what date it was? August sometime.
Yeah, so they were all lining up. The camera had gone on every single competitor. And then the next thing you know, the gun goes off, and you think, "What the hell happened here?"
Yeah.
And the boat, you can obviously tell. I'm thinking, why didn't the
no organisation at all?
Why didn't the officials see there's a boat there and actually press the gun? Not press the gun. Like that's a bit obvious shit thing. I know you're probably under a time limit, but make sure the athletes are safe before
you go ahead.
Yeah, because they delayed the race even more by not waiting for the boat. Like, because then the swimmers had had swum 300 meters away down the river.
Yeah. By
the time they got stopped, like all the other boats were stopping them. Like, got to go back. So they had to swim back, and all these athletes had lost.
Were hell tired already.
Lost their energy, a bit of their energy from starting early, which I would have been really pissed off about. An Australian actually got kicked in the eye and had a cut eye.
Really?
Yeah.
From a boat?
Yeah, from the boat, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Not from the boat, from one of the competitors jumping in. Because they usually jump in all together. They don't jump in, half of them don't wait.
So it's just fucking random when jumping in.
Yeah, because there was a boat in the way. The Australian obviously saw that there was a boat there.
Because the boat was in the way.
He's like, fuck that, I'm not jumping in.
Yeah. And then, he did anyway.
Yeah, and then he had I think he had a headache. And had to leave it open, the wound, because he wasn't allowed to see anyone to get it fixed up for the race.
Because, had to repair for
so he had this massive headache from getting kicked in the head with a cut open, and he came 14th. He should have been coming in the top 5. I think it was 5 or 7th he was meant to come, but he came 14th with a massive headache.
Still good effort, though.
Yeah.
Like injury.
But I think that was really unfair. They should have delayed it by a day from that incident, but... Yeah.
Definitely delay it a day.
Yeah.
That's utter bullshit.
For doing something so stupid like that, they should have delayed it for a couple of hours or a day at least.
Yeah.
And or actually, instead of doing all that, they could have just waited for the boat to move and get out of the way and then start the race.
Which would have been the logical decision, but they were too busy focusing on rushing it. Maybe.
I don't know what the hell they're doing. They should just open up the rise. Anyway, your turn.
Use their cameras and shit. Mental health and where is it?
This is about Simone.
Yes. And, it says Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, Osaka. Yeah.
Put the focus on the importance of mental performance and health for the Olympics. mental health is just as important as physical health is. And they're not the first game for the challenges. Here we go. It says the 1972 Olympics in the athletes' village was taken over by terrorists. What the fuck? Have you heard of this?
Which one's that?
The 1972 Olympics in Munich.
Oh, Munich, yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah, their village was taken over by terrorists.
Yeah, and some of the Israeli athletes were shot.
Yeah,
they captured their Israelis.
It says 11 were killed.
Yeah, 11. Yep.
After suspending the games for only a day, athletes returned to competition. Where is it?
Yes, so Simone, I'm pretty sure she's an athlete for gymnastics.
Yeah.
And
gymnastics, yeah.
She pulled out all of a sudden because she came 16th when she was meant to come first in that event.
Right.
And then she was like, "Oh, my mental health's not all there." And I'm thinking, okay, all right, whatever.
Was that on this year's one?
Yeah, this year.
It was this year's.
Yeah. There's a backstory to it which I forgot, but I originally thought, okay, well, she's just a sore loser. Because what was happening in the swimming was Australians were beating the Americans in the races that the Americans were meant to be winning in.
Yeah.
But because they weren't winning,
they had to say something.
All the Americans were kicking up about it and all that.
Right. They had to.
And I thought, oh, okay, well, maybe this Simone, maybe the world champion, is being a sore loser because she can't.
She can't be the world champion again.
Well, she can be, but like she was coming 16th in the Olympics, and then she was like, "Oh, I can't do this anymore because mental health." I don't know what actually happened, but apparently there's a backstory to it. She actually had some
actual health issues,
and she had major. The Americans were expecting to win, so she had that pressure of her trying to win in the Olympics. Yeah,
but it was too much.
Yeah, and Naomi Osaka, she's only a young tennis player. She's quite high up the rankings in tennis. Yeah.
How old is she?
I can't fully remember her age, but Callum might be able to tell us when he comes on our last episode. He might. We'll ask him anyway. See if he knows.
He'll probably know.
Yeah. So she was expected kind of to win or be up there, but she came out in the first round. And she blamed mental health for it and all that.
Right. Well,
and it's her own country as well, home country.
If a guy blamed mental health, it would not be the same thing. Would it? Would they still stop it if it was the other gender?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if it was other, I don't know. If,
like that's what I'm just thinking. Like they probably wouldn't, in a way.
No, they probably wouldn't mention it.
Anyway,
but men's health's just as important as female health as well. There's a lot of pressure on being a man. And so women don't see it, and also men don't see the pressure of being a woman either.
Yeah,
it's a two-way street. You got to see each other.
They may be called mentally weak if they don't. If they talk about the conversation as well. That's what it says here, which is pretty important. Like you open up and talk about your struggles. Fewer viewers, nervous sponsors. The Olympics need to rethink their strategy. Got a 50% decrease in viewers from the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Less and less people are watching the Olympics. Why do you think this is?
Well,
what's your
political things? Political shit like that.
It's the political.
Yeah, shit like that made me not want to watch the Olympics. What they did, I know it was for Australians and all that, but in discrimination. But no, that should be left off the field. But also, I don't think people have got much more of a passion for the Olympics anymore.
But what? Because they're just too busy doing their own thing, or they're just there's just other sports they can watch that are more exciting.
Yeah,
at the time.
Yeah, there's other sports you can. Well, like they make sure they don't have any other events on, but I think the broadcasting also they choose I know with Channel 7 what they did was they chose sports that no one's really interested in, like equestrian. They played that all day. One of the days, no one's going to watch equestrian.
No,
I know people who would watch that, but
it's more too niche.
I know the majority of people are not going to watch that. So they play that. Things that they think the Australians are going to win in, they'll play that. rather than play other stuff as well. Like I didn't. But then also they had an app so you could choose whatever sport you wanted to watch live anyway. On the app, so you just,
really?
Yeah, you could press Taekwondo and it come up all the Taekwondo stuff.
That's kind of their fault then. At the same time, isn't it? If they got a
but that does add on the extra
viewer.
Yeah, extra viewers anyway. But but if people are watching, with the main because a lot of people probably don't have like +7 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Foxtel.
I don't think Foxtel has the Olympics.
No.
Yeah.
Whatever the channel they're on.
Yeah, Channel 7 would buy the whole rights for it. They wouldn't say, "Oh, we're not going to share it" or anything like that. Yeah.
Is 7 plus a paid thing?
Yes.
Oh
no, it's a free thing. You sign up and then it plays everything. Yeah.
Also, it says that Toyota had a $1 billion deal and they backed out of it from the Olympics.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
That's also another thing. Yeah, they said they wouldn't air any Olympic-themed TV ads in Japan, even though they signed a $1 billion deal.
Olympic what?
Olympic-themed TV ads. You know how they have those sponsors between the.
Well, they did it here in Australia. I know that.
Well,
they must be over in Japan.
They must be over Japan then. It said other sponsors are minimising the Olympic commitments. Raising questions about the perceived value of the partnership deals. It said the Tokyo Games also cost over $20 billion US, which is quite a hefty price, especially if they're losing the viewers by 50%. But they're also paying like the same amount.
Yeah, but also
to get it.
Also, another thing is with losing viewers as well. America, so for example, 100 million people watch the swimming, right?
Yeah.
They would lose 50% of viewers if they lost.
Really?
Yeah, and if they lost against an Australian, another 35% of those people
would
leave as well. So leaving only about 15 million people to watch the swimming events in America.
So you reckon they got to let them win some events just to get more of the viewers in?
Well, that's
maybe
because they're a bit they're a bit of a sore loser against Australians and all that.
Yeah,
winning. Yeah, they want to win everything
because they got all the patriot ism and all that with how they run things.
Yeah, they want to be the best in the world.
Yeah,
and every time they lose against the viewers just go down automatically. But the viewers still do count, but they don't count because they've just shut off the TV because.
They're angry.
Yeah, they're angry, yeah.
And I was like, fuck this, mate. Let's go to the pub or something.
Yeah, there was a stat on it. I saw an article, when the Olympics was on, about that as well, that I saw on there, that they were losing quite a lot of viewers when they were losing swimming events against Australia.
So how do you suggest they fix this issue?
Because
there's probably no way that you can fix this.
No, you can't. No, it's just them being sore losers.
No.
It doesn't matter if we lose American viewers anyway.
Yeah, and it's gonna cost them a lot anyway. I mean, 50% are less viewers. I mean, 2016 Rio, I guess it was more more hype back then, I guess, because there was no lockdown. People were more
I think more people watched it on TV.
More aware to the free to air. Yeah, that's what I mean.
A lot more people watched it on TV. Now due to COVID was on. I reckon a lot more people watched it, but. At the same time, there's some countries where they've got to pay to watch TV.
Yeah,
like
true.
America, China, I think they have to pay to watch TV.
Yeah, pay for cable.
Yeah, cable. Yeah,
even to watch news and shit. Eh?
Yeah, they've got to pay for it. Like here in Australia, we've got free TV, and we've also got paid TV that we can choose to watch from. Like we can choose to watch the pay TV, and we can choose to watch the free TV.
Free TV as well.
And the free TV brought the rights to the Olympics, so that brings up the
economy as well.
Not the economy, no. It just brings up the viewership of the amount of people who watch the Olympics here in Australia. So if the only way they could probably win by getting more viewers is having free TV for everyone to watch.
Okay.
Because all those African countries and Asian countries where they can't afford TVs, they can't afford this, can't afford that. They struggle to even find a house.
How
If you gave them the TV, I reckon the whole village would be sitting there watching the TV.
Olympics.
supporting their country.
How about putting it on like a billboard? If they got like an electronic billboard.
Yeah, or something like that.
Oh, they don't have the money for that.
No, they don't, because the government's not want to spend the money. And that's why all these charities like World Vision and all that start up, because but the money doesn't go to, the charities.
The money doesn't go to them.
Yeah, anyway.
No, it goes to the people behind the organisation.
Yeah. Okay, you finished with that one? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done with that one.
Yeah, so this next one was about athletes wearing other genders' uniforms. So the German women's Olympic gymnastics team decision to wear full-length unitards instead of the traditional
bikini.
Leotards. They're like the bodysuit.
Oh.
So like a bathing suit, like a female bathing suit, one piece.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's what they're meant to be wearing, but they decided to wear the male's uniform where it goes down to the legs, like their knees.
Why'd they wear the male's one? Another political thing.
Yeah, another political thing, yeah. A move team members said to combat sexualism in the sport, highlighting sexualism and long associated with women's sport and what they wear. They also, somewhere in the article, also they did mention about it's the most sexualized sport as well.
Not the swimming?
No, gymnastics.
Oh.
Because there was one
woman...
woman...
just because because they're more flexible when they dance?
Yeah, well, one of the guys...
Up and down.
I think I read somewhere in here as well, one of the guys that was head of... Here we go. After complaining about the bikini bottom rule, 15 years, Norway's female... Oh, wait, no, it's a different one. Individual.
All right.
I can't find it anywhere here at the moment. But
That's right.
There was a guy that was arrested, put to jail for 175 years.
For doing what?
Well, pretty much for looking at young gymnastics and doing stuff for them and all that kind of stuff.
Right, fucked up shit.
Yeah, and also there's this another one called Caitlin Osama or something like that. Something like that from America.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
She was a big girl, very good athlete, gymnastics.
And they got rid of her because she was a bit chubbier, right?
Yeah, because she was a bit chubby. Yeah. They said no, you can't go to the Olympics. But all the Americans, like, they're all skinny and all that, and like, but even though this bigger girl was better than them anyway, I personally reckon, like, she got a perfect 10. I've never seen the American gymnastics female team get a perfect 10. Yeah, on a routine. So yeah, they try to go for the skinnier person rather than actually getting the people that are actually good at
the actual job.
Yeah,
even if they got a bit of weight on them.
Yeah,
they can still do the.
So I can see why they've done.
Job.
I see why the German team's done this in a way, but at the same time, I think they went the right way about it. But here we go.
At the same time, so it's not right.
Yeah, we wanted to show that women and everybody should decide to what to wear. What team member Elizabeth Swoops also competed in the London and Rio Olympics. When the first team wore the unitards during the podium on Thursday, according to the BBC, the German Gymnastics Federation said in April that the team debuted for full-length bodysuits and that they were taking a stand against sexualization in the gymnastics, and the sport has been rocked with sexual abuse, most notably that from a former Team USA Dr. Larry Nassar, who sentenced up to 175 years in prison for abusing gymnastics for decades. So he did it for many years.
Oh, right.
So that's why they did it. They did it for that reason.
Right.
To lose that sexualization.
So he was a fucking creep.
Yeah, it was still a political thing to do, what they did, but they did it because...
It was the right thing to do still.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a bit more different sense. They didn't actually hold up a game by doing it. They just decided to wear a wrong uniform.
Yeah.
And I'll also, back to this uniform as well thing, I'll let you do too after this one.
That's right.
The beach volleyball. So Norway's women's beach volleyball handball team, actually, not volleyball, handball team was fined in the European Handball Federation on Monday because players wore shorts and not required bikini
That's right,
bottoms.
they didn't wear the bikinis, yeah.
Well, I can understand with this, actually. I totally agree why they did this.
So protesting against the way they were looked at or something?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, I reckon they could have taken the other approach to it as well. Like, say if one of them was on their period, right?
Yeah.
How are they supposed to put a pad on or a what's that thing that goes up in the
tampon?
Yeah, tampon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's going to show through the bikini bottom, isn't it? But if they're wearing shorts, it's not going to show.
It's going to show for sure.
Yeah, if they're wearing shorts, it's not going to show. So I can understand why they did that for. I agree with that actually.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Something that should have been done.
Your turn anyway. Now. Yep.
Okay. Olympic gold medalist welcomed home to the Witcher song. You probably heard about this one. The shooter winner, Vitalina Batashekina. She's Russian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you hear about her winning? About the shooting?
No.
Well, she was welcomed home with a rendition of the classic song from Witcher. Last week, a 24-year-old athlete made headlines after winning the women's 10-meter air pistol and 25-meter pistol categories at the Tokyo Olympics. She also nabbed a silver medal at the 10-meter air pistol mixed teams event. But it wasn't just her. It was the fact that she was a massive fan of The Witcher, and she was wearing a medallion around her neck. What's your thoughts on that?
Can you sing the Witcher song, or?
Can I sing the Witcher song?
Yeah, do you know it, or?
Oh, a little bit of it.
Oh, do you want to sing it for everyone? I think everyone wants to hear.
All right, toss a coin to your Witcher.
Yeah.
Oh, valley of plenty.
Yeah,
whoa. Yeah, that's the only bit I remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that. Gamers were in love with it.
So why did they? Well, they did it to celebrate her coming home.
Yeah, they did it to celebrate her coming home, and because she had the necklace, so like, okay, we might as well do like a cover of it.
Yeah.
As well. So, yeah, and then there were a few people on Twitter, talking bad against her. Okay, we'll just quickly wrap this up, but. There's one guy who said, you don't know how to shoot with a pistol. And then an hour later, she got the gold medal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she proved that guy wrong.
Yeah,
and all the other people. So never say to an athlete, you don't know how to do your job. I mean, they do this shit for years,
Yeah, they do it for a lifetime, actually. They spent years and years and years of practicing.
So don't give them shit. You know, give them constructive criticism.
Yeah, well, what they do is they probably practice when Steven's asleep and gaming.
Most likely, yeah. All right, I think that's it for this one.
So we'll go back. So we'll go to the next next segment.
All right, no problem, guys.
I'll catch up.
See ya. Rolling. All right, Michael, we're just talking about the Olympics, and
we were.
we're just talking about The Witcher and this gold medalist. So, what other topics did you have in hand?
Oh, me. So the men's high jump, sharing the gold medal. So Italian and I think it was can't remember now. Quota. They were
Quota.
Quata. Sorry, Quata. Yeah, that's the one.
Quata. Yeah.
So they had to jump for a certain amount of height. I think it was 1.83. I think it was that they couldn't jump over that one of those distances anyway. And
why is that?
Well, they were jumping higher than everyone else, so everyone else was knocked out. But it was a decision between those two, so they could choose to jump.
Oh, that's right. And then they had to decide. They had
to decide who, if they wanted to continue. So they both had to agree if they got a shared gold medal or if they
wanted to go no one.
Yeah, wanted to compete against each other. But then also, I can understand why they did this as well. They did it because if one of them actually had
gotten the
if. Like, say if it was between you and me, Steve, and I wanted to get it, but you jumped up higher than me, I missed out on a gold medal. But then if I jumped and then you said yes, I will go for it, and then if I vice versa and all that kind of carry on, you get what I mean. I think everyone understands what I mean if you do it the other way around.
You get the jargon.
Yeah, one of us is either going to get a gold medal and the other one's going to get a silver. Yeah. But then you're guaranteed if at the end of this competition, like if you can choose to both have the gold medal, so Steve and I can get the gold medal, well then pretty much that.
It's the obvious choice.
Yeah,
basically.
Obvious choice. Yeah, you're both guaranteed for the gold medal.
Obvious choice
of that game. So yeah, that's why Oh, that's why I agree with it. Like if they have the opportunity to say, okay, well, both these people came at the same time, at the same time,
Same time.
so same at the jumped at the same distance. Yeah.
Yeah, distance.
Yeah, they should be entitled to have both sharing the gold medal with each other.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah. Mm.
I would say that's I'll do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
If I was in their shoes, who cares if it's shared? You know, you still did a really good effort.
You still got the gold medal.
You still did fucking well there. So yeah, you still got the bite on it.
Yeah, yeah. Get to bite that recycled gold medal at the end of the day.
How they told them to stop biting on the medals as well.
Yeah, because
they?
Yeah, because they were recycled.
Yeah.
Medals, yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, your turn.
Why designing the Olympic logo is difficult? Why do you think it's so hard just making a logo like that? Why is it so difficult to make and design?
Well, you've got to.
Do you think
you got to worry about your country as well being involved with the Olympics? So you have to design that logo to do with your country. You can't just put random shit together.
You can't just put the rainbow like the traditional one, can you?
Oh, there's the rings, but there's also the country,
the flag and all that.
The country, no, the flag that's got the 5 rings. You can't change that.
Yeah,
that's the Olympics.
But you can change the colours on it.
No, you can't change colours.
Can't you?
Nah.
Oh.
No, that's the Olympics flag. But then you've also got the flag
for your country.
Not for your country, but no, you got the logo that's
representing your country. Sorry.
Yeah, the logo that represents your country with the Olympics. Yeah. And that's why it's so hard, because you got to find the right logo to represent your country and all that type of stuff.
Like an Australian one would have like shrimp on a barbie or sausages.
No, it'll have a kangaroo on
the logo.
It'll have a kangaroo.
This is kangaroo.
Yeah, or kangaroo or emu or something like that.
Well, would it have the year as well below it in the same type of colour?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
As well, or
it just depends how they design it.
Do you think that it seems like from what I read before, it seems like Paris, China, Japan, they kind of got that stuff right for the past type of ones.
Yeah, they had like little little figures, and that presented their country.
Yeah, and it looked like they did a better job than some other countries, maybe. With the
don't forget over time that
maybe
technology changes, so you get the more advanced, every 4 years the technology is going to go up by 4% or something like that.
Yeah,
or going to be 4 times better than it was.
Than what it was
4 years beforehand. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still hard just trying to design like a proper logo. Like
you just got to brainstorm and see what is involved with it. Really, with designing that logo for your country.
So what's your top 5? What's your top 5 tips then? If you had tips for a country,
or you just see what presents your country, really.
Well, and then draw it on the fucking paper or something.
Yeah. Well, what do you reckon Australia is like? It's
a koala.
A koala or a kangaroo?
Emu wars.
Like our flag is pretty much a boxing kangaroo, so you put that in the
thing, and then
like no other country in the world has drop bears or a kangaroo
in it either.
Yeah. So you either put a drop bear or you put a kangaroo in there.
Or Bunnings.
Yeah, Bunnings. Yeah, Bunnings. So that'll do. Yeah.
Sunday hot sizzle.
Sizzle Bunnings. Yeah. Like anything that presents your country. Like, America's probably put big oversized pizza on there. I don't know. I don't know what presents it, like the eagle
hot dog stand.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones?
No, that's it. I didn't really.
Okay, well, I think I've got another one.
Yeah, say another one because you have to say another one anyway to catch up to me.
Yeah, but I'm just.
All right, I'll just do this anti.
Yeah, just do one.
Okay, yeah. So we've got anti-sex beds for the next one. This is what I was saying before with Stephen about the bed's been actually made of cardboard. So the plan was for 18,000 beds and mattresses, and that's for the normal Olympics, and 8,000 to be used for the Paralympics starting the Olympic Games, obviously. And so they had to accommodate for all these, and if you have metal frame beds and all that, it's going to be expensive, so they decided to go, okay, cardboard. And one athlete said, they brought these cardboard beds in because it doesn't support people's weights. So what one guy did was on TikTok, he decided to jump on the bed and the bed didn't break, so it wasn't an anti-sex bed anyway.
Yeah.
They just did it to save the resources. And you can
and
also,
money costs.
Yeah, and you can also, recycle cardboard and all that, and you can use it for other shit as well. But with the metal bed, you can't really go doing anything else with apart from melting it up again, and which is causing pollution. You got to play with your keys every episode. I don't even know why you even brought that out of your pocket.
Keep going on.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, so I'm
Gonna make a meme of this now, aren't you?
Oh, for sure, it's going to be used on TikTok. That's for sure now. And that water drinking there. Oh, fuck, I need a fart. Yeah, so...
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so the anti-sex beds, yeah, I was saying before anyway, they were just using it to save renewable energy and using that for that.
But they can still have sex on it. It won't break, what?
No, it doesn't, no. One guy was jumping on it full on. Like, he was going bang, bang on it.
Yeah, like a trampoline.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think he was a trampolinist. But anyway, yeah, so what have you got to say about it anyway, Stephen?
I think anti-sex beds.
That's what one guy called them, but they were just beds made of cardboard.
I think it shouldn't. That's pretty bad for like it's a hotel, right?
Yeah, it's a hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking bad. But if they're saving costs and you know they're only there for like what 2
weeks?
2 weeks, wasn't it? Yeah, then I think it's fine. I mean, it's 2 weeks. You know, it'll go by quick. It won't be a big issue or problem.
Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're actually comfortable or not. I don't know. Like, no one actually mentioned it. And also, for the further sales would be banned from condoms have been distributed at the Olympics. The Seoul game since the Seoul Games, which was in 1998, and encourage safe sex. And only about 1/3 of many recorders. 400,000 were handed out in the Rio Olympic Games in 2016.
Between the athletes.
Yeah, and the Olympic officials have made it clear that they are intended for the athletes to be used once they're in their home countries. But there was one coach or something like that, official psychologist or something like that, said actually with all this events and all that, like all the hype and all that of these games or any games really, Olympic games, they're full of like a sexogen thing that's inside your brain that wants you to just go bad at it real fucking hard and
really after they do the sport.
Yeah, I think after or during they do get this urge of rush to wanting to have sex.
Yeah, you probably would after doing an event.
Yeah,
like just showing off your ego and
so that's why
look what I did. Yeah.
Well, banning it's going to get more women pregnant. So really, they've just put themselves in the fucking bin. Well, in a deep fucking hole.
Pregnant athletes.
Pregnant athletes, yeah.
Imagine that.
And then 9 months later, they're all coming out of hospitals.
Yeah. Won't play ever again.
Yeah, so that's all I've got to add for that. You got any more stories you got to add to that, Stephen?
This is Emma McKeon. Is that her name?
Emma McKeon, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. She's put the world on notice by setting a new Australian record in her first swim in what could be a lucrative Olympics. As she did her first step towards securing 7 gold medals, apparently.
Yeah, 7, yeah.
And she's 27 years old.
And I think she scored like...
that's very impressive, isn't it?
Two bronze and 1 silver.
2 bronze and 1 silver.
Yeah, 2 bronze and 1 silver on top of that.
What'd you get bronze in? Swimming as well?
Swimming, yeah. All swimming events, yeah. I think...
Freestyle.
Yeah, so if one stage at the Olympics, if she was her own country, she would have been coming 9th.
That is very good. Shit.
Yeah.
Very
good. So
fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty good effort. Yeah. I think the total she would have come about 30 in the whole world if she was our own country in the Olympics.
Yeah, it says she did the 100-meter butterfly in 55 seconds. That's
pretty good for a female.
That's very fast.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I don't know how you can do it that quick, but
no, I can't even swim that fast.
Lots of endurance, I guess. Lots of steroids, maybe.
No, they can't do that.
You don't think they do?
No, they can't do that. No, it's illegal. The Olympics that's why the Russians were banned from the Olympics
because they were using steroids.
Yeah, which I'll bring up in a minute.
When they were doing it. A photo of the finish caused plenty of controversy as it appeared to show her touching the wall well ahead of her rival. That's right, despite the pair registering at the same time.
Yes, I did watch that. Yeah, it was quite bullshit. But apparently there's a sensor on those walls that they touch. There used to be people standing at the side pressing the timer, but
they got rid of them.
They got rid of that. Yeah,
why?
Well, they still stand there, but there's a sensor on the walls now that if they got to push a certain amount of pressure onto the wall, and it stops the timer.
Oh. So what? Just from the viewing angle, it looked like she had done it before the other guy. In the event. Sorry.
Yeah, well, she did do it before, clearly, but it wasn't pressed hard enough to sensor on the
thing.
Wall. Yeah, on the wall. Yeah.
And when he did it, it censored it properly.
Yeah, but she was versing the Chinese, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that's got something to do with it either. Like they're trying to make the Chinese win.
Yeah, probably.
Because they knew there was going to be an uproar if the Australian clearly won, which they did, and then the Chinese were like a little bit behind, like about a second or something less than a second behind.
Right. As well.
Yeah, as well. But they were still coming. They came second, and it's clear that the Australian won anyway.
Well, they could pay them off, the Japanese to the Chinese at these events. You don't reckon there's any corruption at all in it?
Oh, there's probably corruption behind it.
I think there is a little bit.
No, but I think there was corruption in that race.
Yeah.
There was just a heat, though. It wasn't the actual final. If it was the final, there would have been an uproar with everyone on it.
Yeah, on Twitter.
There was still an uproar because it didn't happen only once. It happened 3 times. It wasn't only...
Why, who else?
I'm not sure. I can't remember who it was. Yeah.
Some other people.
Yeah.
Oh. She said, I knew the Chinese girl next to me would be fast. I saw her go pretty quick at the end of last year. I feel like everyone is on an even playing field once you get to the semi and the final. Well, she's just trying to play as a good sport, but she knows that it's probably a bit bullshit. Yeah, but she can't say it to the media, I think. Yeah.
Because she'll probably get shot by the Chinese.
Yeah, because she'll get something bad would probably happen.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, what's your last topic?
No, second last.
Second last.
So Japanese, Japan's Olympic organizer lied about its weather.
Tongue twister.
And now the athletes are paying for the price. So the finish line at the men's triathlon Monday morning looked something like a battlefield scene. Bodies splattered out on the ground. Trainers coming out for aid, overheat athletes, even a few being helped off by arms draped over other shoulders. So they actually moved this event to a different time or something like that, and it caused a lot of hassle. The temperatures were heaps hot. Like I remember
40 degrees, was it?
At 6 a.m., the temperatures reached 48 degrees, which is Fahrenheit.
Holy shit. Oh. That'd be like what, 30?
And the humidity was
36 or something?
67.1% at the start time, which is quite fucking high.
Fuck that.
At 6:30 a.m. in the morning.
Couldn't be able to sleep properly at all.
No, that's too...
As well.
They're probably used to over in Japan, but here in Australia, we might be used to it or we might not be. Depends on everyone's different. So, yeah.
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, everyone's different.
Everyone's built different.
Yeah, everyone's built different, yeah. But like, there was no breeze anyway. There was just hot skies. There was no clouds to cover up the sun. And pretty much there were athletes dropping off, like one after the other, at one stage of the race. And also,
did they faint?
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
Some did?
Yeah, they're running a triathlon.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, just way too hot to have Olympic Games. They lied because they said that the temperatures were going to be...
would ease up.
Were going to cool, and all that, but they didn't. And they knew that it weren't going to cool down and all that.
At all?
Yeah, at all.
No.
So, the athletes did... they had to... I think they also had to even volleyball game, beach volleyball. The sand was too hot for the players to even get put on the sand. Their feet were actually burning from 1 degree burns or something.
Oh, really?
Oh. Got pretty hot.
Well, fuck that. We'll put sandals on or something.
And then, no, they couldn't because the sand was just too hot. Even the sand would go in the sandals.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Novak Djokovic was playing a game and they had to postpone his game and a few other tennis games as well. And there was a few other sporting events which I can't fully remember.
Yeah, but from playing tennis, you wouldn't faint.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, big time.
Well, triathlon would be way more
worse
for your body, right?
They're all as bad as one another. It's the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta... Yeah, well, like, tennis player, okay, they stop, but they also, they're prone to, like, getting more injuries than a triathlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get pretty well injured, yeah. You don't think they do, but they do.
I guess the way they serve it and all that shit has a big impact.
Yeah, well, they take a lot of energy onto the serves and every hit, and then they've got to run after a ball that's traveling at 100 k's more per hour.
And then the assistant throws it to them. So there's, I don't know what they're called.
Ball boys.
Yeah, the ball boys and all that, all that shit.
No, but like just the athletes in itself, like they'd be like just. Yes, they had to move the times around with the tennis and all that kind of carry on. They even had to delay a game by 1 day.
So they delayed all that, but they were not going to delay the triathlon.
No, they didn't know.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, the marathon was moved
That's
up north.
That's a bit bullshit.
Was moved up north of where it was meant to be at. So they moved into like a, I think 800 k's north of where the Tokyo was or something. like that.
Okay.
I can't fully remember but they did move it to a cooler place for the marathon runners to run.
All right. So to sum up, what's your thoughts on the Tokyo Olympics?
I reckon they should be fined for lying.
Yeah.
Causing all that disruption and also they should have had the Tokyo Olympics somewhere else rather than in a hot place where they knew there was going to be a typhoon and also hot conditions.
Or at least wait like 1 or 2 days for it to get better.
No, because then they'll have to play catch up.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, they can delay games, but they can't delay them too much because you can't have marathon runners running at night.
Yeah, true.
Because that defeats the whole purpose of a marathon.
Yeah. To see. Fucking fall over. Put night vision goggles on.
Yeah, they'll have to put super bright lights on the whole way. And that's going to cost too much money. So you can't go delaying that.
They'll cost millions.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
All right. So
what do we do?
So make sure you like, subscribe to us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and also,
TikTok.
And Twitter, also TikTok as well. We're actually on TikTok. And
on the clock.
And make sure you visit our website. Okay, catch you guys later.
All right, MaasStaple.
MaasStaple.
Press the bell, bro. Yeah.
Okay, and welcome back to MaasStaplePodcast. We're talking about the Olympic Games and what went wrong and what didn't go, what went right, what didn't go right, and all that kind of carry on. So the last time I'll be talking about is the Russians being in the Olympics. So back in 2016, I think it was, they were caught cheating, doing doping scandals and all that, and having certain they were doing things that that's going in the TikTok.
Good. Good.
Yeah, so they were caught cheating. Doing doping shit. They had a program for it over in Russia, of course, and then they had a 4-year ban on the Olympics. So what they did was the Olympic Committee started a Russia Olympic team, but it was the Olympic Russia Community team. It wasn't the actual Russian team. Yeah. So all the Olympians that didn't cheat back in 2016 were put into the Olympics this year. This year at Tokyo 2020 or 2021. And so in actual fact, the Russian athletes had won 52 medals, putting them in third place after China and the United States. And
56.
56, yeah.
No,
sorry, 52. So 52, according to the Olympic medals tally. So that's what they got in total. So they beat Australia. They beat Great Britain teams, which technically, written like a standard Olympic stories. Ended with a team ranking out of the Tokyo Olympics. Russia ranks 5th after China and the US, Japan, and Australia. So they end up coming 5th. After, but they would have got more if they had the actual team involved.
But because they cheated.
Yeah, because they cheated, they had less. Well, they had less people, but they still got quite a few medals to add up to it.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't think they should have been allowed at all to be put in. They should be at all been allowed to make a team, and also it's a bit unfair because like all these other athletes are not cheating and all that, and their country.
Yeah.
The countries are not cheating; they're following the Olympic rules.
They're doing the actual job.
Yeah, but they're going ahead making their own program that's for doping and shit like that, so they shouldn't be allowed to do that. I personally reckon. What do you reckon, Stephen, on that?
I reckon they shouldn't be allowed to do that at all.
Yeah.
I think they should be banned forever from the Olympics.
Oh, not banned forever, but yeah.
Well, banned for 5-7 years or something.
Yeah, 8 years.
Banned for quite a long time, so they don't do it again.
8 years, yeah. They'll pay the price for
so
it.
They know about it.
Yeah, so I think that takes us to the end of the podcast, actually, with that one.
All right. Yeah, that's it, really.
Yeah, well, that's what I've got to talk about, unless you want to bring up something, Stephen.
No.
Right, okay.
Not at the moment, no.
So make sure you like, subscribe to us, and share us as well, and press the notification bell on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and also make sure you give us come and have a look at us on our website as well. We're getting it updated fairly soon by
someone to help us.
Yeah, we've got someone actually helping us at the moment with it.
Yeah.
And so they'll be we'll be guiding them through, and they'll be guiding us through what to do and all that. So eventually we'll have a proper website run up soon, and maybe we might be able to put our episodes in audio form and video form on our website, so people can.
Sorry, yeah, go on.
So when people can go for a little run, some of them, because I've mentioned it, like they listen to us when they're going for a run. So rather than watching the video, having to listen to us, they can play the audio form on our website if we're able to do that. And yes, it saves them actually having to click on YouTube to watch our videos, and
try to find it as well. Just website, press one button, boom.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah,
it's up there.
Yeah, you're there.
So have you got anything to add on to that, Stephen? Make sure you watch Stevo Staple's
my socials are Stevo Staple, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok as well.
Yeah, make sure you just watch his Twitch streams.
And make sure you check out Mars Away.
Oh yeah, Productions on YouTube.
Yep.
I haven't been putting any content on there, but there's like a few Lego things on there.
He's going to start to do more Lego.
Yeah, probably
stop motion, was it?
Yeah, and probably some drone stuff as well. I'm going to be getting some drone stuff out.
Yeah, so keep an eye out, guys, and
it'll be a while away, but there will be something put out there soon, relatively soon. And our next episode is actually we're going to be talking about the newest released films. Some of our films that we're going to recommend watching, and also TV series that are actually the new releases, and also the old ones that were made back in the day. We recommend people watching as well. And
their plot summaries and basically how they
kind of like that. That if we can understand them or not.
as well.
Yeah. So we'll catch you guys later on the next podcast, which should be about like a week or two.
Yeah.
So
maybe 2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks. What do we say, Stephen?
MaasStaple. Ding ding. Ring the bell.